Cortland Sutton resigns, and Alex Singleton has an injury. I'll be telling you more about it, but first this. Remember, every Tuesday, Bourbon Broncos and OBS has their podcast at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Check it out, and then remember to check out the website, which has a bunch of our old pods, has a bunch of written content produced by what could only be considered a literary genius. And now, back to the video. As you know, Cortland Sutton re-signed today to a 4-year, $92 million deal, 41 of that which is being guaranteed. On top of Sutton's base pay of $13 million this year, he will be getting a nice little $26 million bump as well. So that really limits his contract, at least as far as the guaranteed money, to this year and next year, with the next 2 years, with that remaining dollar amount being spread out over that. So essentially, Cortland Sutton gets a 2-year deal, which is the extension and the pay bump that he's been looking for, and the team gets some flexibility towards the end of the contract if his play does decline at that point. So depending on how you feel about the situation, which lots of people feel great about, I am fence, but it is good for the Broncos because they do sign one of their locker room leaders, and they basically re-sign their number 1 target for Bo Nix this year. Now, moving on to the bad news about Alex Singleton. Singleton was taken to the locker room today during practice, where it was discovered that he has a broken thumb. Now, for us mere mortals, a broken thumb would pretty much put me on the shelf for a couple of weeks. Singleton is coming back in 7 to 8 days. Is this a shocker? Not really. The guy tried to play the rest of the season without an ACL. I could imagine that a broken thumb is probably not a big deal for him. But it will keep him out probably the first preseason game. It will not be a hindrance to his availability for the start of the year. Remember to check out Bourbon Broncos and OBS every Tuesday. Check out our website for pods and written content. Buy me presents, like, share, comment. As always, keep your eye on the ball, and I'll talk to you next time.